but it's actually dry cat food in here. And then also little catnip bottles with little catnip. And then our label also on little candy bars. So it's a lot of love that goes into this because we're a special group and we want to reflect that also, that our cats are special, our cats and kittens, and they are going home with a lot of love.
And in addition, you also get complete paperwork. You get a folder, and in there you'll have information on introducing your cat to your new home. You'll get a photo of your cat, the pet's listing. You get our brochure, a brochure on declawing. You'll also get their complete medical records with everything you ever wanted to know about the cat since it's been in the care of a shelter or our group. And you really are well prepared before you even leave the store or leave our our homes.
Okay, and what else do you do at adoption events?
We also educate the public and whoever comes by, especially about spay neuter. We're very heavy onto that, and even though I love volunteering for K.I.S.S, but I wish I didn't have to. I wish that there wasn't all these cat and dog groups out there. People do spay and neuter. It will cut down on unwanted animals, and it's just hard putting them in shelters. And I love doing what I do, but please put us out of business because even though I love being here, I do not want to be here.
Yeah, we really want to get the pet population under control to where all the rescue groups and shelters are just not necessary anymore. And on top of that, we also educate the public about various behavioral issues. If someone is having a problem with their cat and they need to, or they think they have a need to get rid of the cat, a lot of times we can talk to them and work them through the issues. Because between everybody in our group, we've been exposed to so many cats over the years that we've probably seen just about anything that a cat can do. And we'll help people with that. We also talk to them about nutrition, other health issues. We have vast experience, and we really like to share that with people.
And how would you educate a first-time cat owner? What should people look for when they're looking for a forever friend?
Someone, again, to match their personality, their style of life. And a lot of people panic because they think a cat is a lot of work. It's actually one of the lowest maintenance animals there is. It needs fresh water once a day. Make sure you clean out the litter at least once a day. Food once or twice a day, depends on the feeding habits. A lot of love. You bring it to the veterinarian once a year to get a checkup, any updates on shots, or if the cat or kitten's not feeling good, yes, and vet care is involved. But basically that's it. They're very easy animals to maintain, and they give you a lot of love. There's a lot of rewards.
Yes, a lot of people have this illusion that cats are aloof and independent, and they're really not. We have cats that just want to be around people. We adopted a kitten last night that didn't want to even sit in the cage at PetSmart. He just wanted to be held, and we held him. We passed him from volunteer to volunteer all night just so he could be held, and he was so happy. He loved that. Cats are very affectionate animals.
Some of them could even be dog-like. Their affections won't leave you alone.
Or we could say dogs are cat-like.
And I understand you discourage the declawing, and can you tell us why?
Oh yeah, declawing it's an extremely painful procedure. The claw is actually an extension of the bone, and when they declaw, what they do is they cut open the end of the toe and they amputate the last joint. It's a long healing time, it's very painful, and quite often it results in behavioral issues. People, I don't think, realize that, but what happens is when the cat is healing, when it goes in the litter box and it digs, it's very painful. And the cat learns to associate the litter box with pain, and they stop using the litter box. That's one of the #1 problems with declawing, is cats not using the litter box. The second problem is the cat feels that it can't really defend itself. So a cat that's declawed is also more likely to bite or more likely to kick with its back legs. Now, if you have an adult cat and you're considering declawing it, I'd say just don't even think about it, because an adult cat is not going to recover. It will probably, I'd say 90-something% chance that it's going to develop one of these behavioral issues. A young kitten, if you really, really have to do it when they're young, but we prefer that you don't.
There's so many types of scratching posts and everything out there that's available right now today that it could fit in easily to the home. You got the stand-up type, you got the ones that go in the corner, ones that hang from the door, so it's easy to get a scratching post into the home.
Right.
And to train them, it's not that hard.
Oh, it is. There's the posts, there's the cardboard ones, there's all types. And when you're using a scratching post, just remember that location is as important as the type of post. And if you want to break the habit of a cat that's clawing your furniture, we have a lot of suggestions. Stop by us at PetSmart when we're there, and we'll gladly help you with that sort of issue.
And do you ever hear about the cats after they've been adopted?
Oh, yeah. The people, that's one of the best parts. People come in, they bring in their cell phones with photos on it, photos of these big, happy cats that are all stretched out on the beds, and we get wonderful stories. And it really makes us feel so good, because that's what we're there for, to get these cats into forever loving homes. And I'm a volunteer. I do not get paid for this. Payment is of the heart. I go home feeling good, and that is my payment. That's why I love volunteering for K.I.S.S.
And we also have a few adopters that actually bring their cats back to visit us. And that is so much fun to see these cats as adults. That and we could play with them and, you know, pet them and see how well they're doing. Now, bringing a cat out is not for everybody, because most cats don't do well traveling in the car. So we're not asking everybody to bring your cats to visit us, but we really do enjoy it for the cats that do well with that, with traveling. It's fun.
It is, and it does make us feel really good, and keeps us going.
And how and why did you decide to volunteer for K.I.S.S?
Well, I actually was on petfinder.com, and I found the cat group K.I.S.S. and called them up, and I found out that they had tortoiseshell kittens, which is certain markings of kittens, which I loved. So I went down and I met them, and I was really impressed with the group. I fell in love with the kitten. Took her home, but I was really impressed with the group. And then later on, I started watching some of these ads on TV about the ASPCA, and I was thinking about donating, and then I was like, well, why not donate more local? I thought about it again, why not donate from the group that I adopted my kitten from? So I called up Christine Margot, and I started chatting with her, and we kind of hit it off. And she said, well, you know, I was thinking about maybe volunteering. I said something to her. She goes, well, why don't you come out and try us out? We're a small group, and we're more like a family. So you try us out, we'll try you out. And I did, and they did, and here it is 6 years later, and I'm still with K.I.S.S. I'm so having fun, and I just love them. Good group.
Well, I started about 4 years ago. I love cats. I wanted to volunteer for a cat group. I'd contacted a couple shelters, and I work full-time, so to try to volunteer, you know, give my time to a shelter that's only open limited hours, it was very difficult to find any time when we both could work it out, we both could get together. So when I found Chris on Pet Finder, and I called her up, and I said I'd like to volunteer, and it has worked out wonderfully for me, because now I go to adoption events on the weekends at PetSmart, and I'm a foster home, so I always have kittens in my house. So who couldn't love that?
And what does it mean to you to be able to help cats in need?
Oh, it's just so fulfilling. People don't realize how many animals are euthanized every year. I mean, I talk to people who work in the large shelter down in Newark. And they said over 80% of the cats that come in the door are euthanized.
Sounds high.
It's not high, and it's because there are just so many animals coming in. They physically do not have the room to house all these animals, and because they're because they work with the town, they have to take any animal that comes in, and it's just a real heartbreaking situation.
That's why we try to help them to get them out of that situation too, for the overload.
Yeah, we'll go down to Newark and take 20 cats.
Yeah.
That's 20 cats
We try to do
that
the
we
local,
saved.
but then if not, then we'll go out more.
It's just very fulfilling to know that you saved the life of an animal.
Must be very rewarding.
Incredibly so.
Especially when we see the good homes that they go to.
Okay, and what does a cat bring to a person's life?
Oh, therapy. Definite therapy. I come home at night from a hard days of work, and there is the cat right there coming up to greet you, and it just makes you feel good. It's like you're like coming home, then all of a sudden you see the cat coming up to greet you, meowing towards you, and you're just like, oh, you know. And most cats do like to be held, like to be cuddled. They purr, meow, and it's very relaxing.
Yeah, when I come home, they're there, they're surrounding me, demanding attention, and of course treats. I spoil my cats with treats and toys, but they're always there. You know, it's unconditional love. They're just such great company.
So how many cats have been adopted through K.I.S.S?
Since we've became a 501c3 corporation in 2005, we've adopted over 2,000 cats.
We're a small group, but we're mighty.
Okay. Well, K.I.S.S sounds like an impressive organization. Thank you for your time, Chris and Sue. I would definitely recommend anyone that is looking for a forever friend to contact kiss.petfinder.com, or they can be reached at 973-670-2481. I'm Christine Gall, and thank you for joining us today on Jefferson Highlights Community Television.